Hey guys, Nan here with Usborne Books and More. Today I wanted to show you some of our books that promote decision making in children. That can be a very harrowing task for a young child to learn how to make decisions independently. So we have a couple of books that are great for encouraging them to be more independent and encouraging them to make decisions for themselves. So the first book that I like to recommend is You Choose. In this book, on every page, they have to make a choice. They have to make a decision. So if they could go anywhere, where would they go? They get to pick. My son likes to always make us go to the volcano because he thinks that's hilarious. And then we have to pick out our family and friends. And while we're doing this, I ask him to explain to me why he made the choices that he made. And then we talk about, well, what would it be like if that is actually the way our lives were like? So when we live in this pink castle, we'll talk about, well, what do you think it would be like if we lived in that castle? So it kind of helps him explore the consequences of his decisions, or what will happen if we make certain decisions. So that is You Choose. And as a companion to You Choose, we have Just Imagine. And here we talk about the differences between being big or really, really small. If you could choose to be really big or really small, which would you be? So there's being small. We imagine being made in different ways and what our lives would be like if that's what we chose to be. If we could choose, of course. Traveling through time. We invented the best machine. If we could be magical, would we be nice or would we be mean? Living in the wild. Lots of different scenarios there. Then we also have Choose Your Own Journey. So this one's neat. There's not really a storyline here. With this one, they get to choose the path, basically. So are we going to go by boat, train, car, or bike? And as you turn the page, you can just get them to talk about what it is that they're seeing on their journey based on the route that they decided on. And it changes. See, now the boat's on the bottom of the page and the view is different. So this just kind of lets them explore how their choices are different and how the outcome is different depending on the decision that they make. In the same vein, we have What Will Danny Do Today? And this one is a little more personable because it has a little boy as the star of the book. And you get to choose what he wears, what's he going to have for breakfast, what's he going to drink for breakfast, how is he going to get to school, what class is he going to go to, who his teacher is going to be, and all along while you're having them make these decisions, you talk about the different outcomes of those decisions. Then we also have Story Path. And here, it's very similar, and it explains to you how you need to use it, but they follow it with their fingers. So once upon a time, there lived a, and you get to decide. My son likes to choose this cat. So he likes to pretend that he was a cat that lived in a haunted house. And then after he does that, he gets to choose what their name was, describe what they look like, talk about where they live, and then you turn the page. And one day, the spooky cat was riding along on his steamboat. And then you talk about what you chose, what noise does it make, how fast was it, where was it going. So all of that explores their decisions and promotes independence. Last but not least, this is for older kids that are wanting who are more creative, this is Create Your Own Pizzeria. And here they get to make business decisions, which I love. They get to pick the name of their pizzeria. They get to decide what the sign is going to look like. So not only are they choosing and making decisions, but they're also ultimately going to build their business. And at the end, they will cut and paste and design their own pizzeria. So all of these are really great ways to encourage your child to be more independent and encourage them to make decisions on their own. I hope you've enjoyed these books.